Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sonax Detailing Academy UK vlog. As we said at the end of the last episode, we have another car being dropped off from the customer and it is sat right behind you guys right now. We teased you, we said it was an old classic Porsche, and it is. It's a bit like along the lines of the E46 M3 that we've just done. It's a bit of a project. There's lots of little things that we need to take care of. It's not a full detail again. We're just going to do as much as we can within the budget, and we'll probably do a little bit more just because we like to. Why not? It's a nice car. It's nice to work on some things like this. So sometimes you don't mind going the extra mile just because why not? The car deserves it. So I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to shut up because I'm going to talk you through what we're doing on the car, but I'm going to turn the camera around and you guys are going to see exactly what we've got in. So here we go. There she is. So there we have. It's a 1985, the customer said. It's a 968 Porsche, as we can tell. Has the badge on the back. But yeah, it says L reg on here, so I'm a little kind of confused because I'm pretty sure L was around 93, I think, or 92. I'm not 100% on my reg plates. You guys will know, so correct me in the comments. But yeah, it's a 968. A very, what people would say, I don't know. It's an unusual shape of a Porsche. It has a lot of attributes from the 944, which is obviously what Mazda copied with the RX-7, which is here. But yeah, it has these cool little round lights on the front, and they actually pop up, which is quite cool. But yeah, anyway, it's been dropped off. It's filthy dirty, as you can probably see. Nobody brings us clean cars, so it's not a surprise. But I don't normally like moving dirty cars into the workshop because I like my workshop to be clean. But it's got late in the day today from drop off, so we can't actually start work on this evening. So it's been moved in for obvious reasons. Safety, yeah? It's a rare car, so we lock it into the workshop. We would never leave a customer's car outside. So anyway, let's get to what we're doing on this. So you guys, I don't know if you spotted in the camera yet, we've got, I mean, it's very dirty, so it's always difficult to tell the overall condition of a car when it's really dirty, you know. The wheels look like they've been recently refurbished because they're in very, very good condition. Even the barrels, which some people don't like cleaning, they're not bad at all. So, as you can see, it's been rallying. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. But you can tell the bodywork, you know, it's got a little bit of a chip there and stuff like that. So it's not a minter. It's certainly not a museum piece, but it's very, very low mileage. The mileage on this car, I think when I had a look in, is 32. Well, we'll check when we go in the interior, so we'll come back. Why should I guess when the car's in front of me? But yeah, so we're going to do the best we can, as we said, in the budget. So it's not, you know, it's not in for a full detail or full paint correction, but, you know, we're going to make it look nice. So we'll have a go at the paint and see what we can do within the time frame and the budget. And yeah, like I say, we'll always go the extra mile, so we'll see what it looks like. It's very, very swirly that we can see underneath the dust and dirt. So we need to do something to make it look better, that's for sure. But this is quite a cool old car. Wait till you see the interior. You might have caught a glimpse of it, but this is a really, really cool interior. So, well, it's kind of a matter of opinion, but here goes. Look at that blue. I mean, come on, that's cool. That's cool. It suits the overall style of the car, come on. So, anyway, the interior of the car, as you can see, it's a used car. They don't hide them away in the garage and not drive it. It is used, which is great. So we have some leather to repair. Yeah, so that's gonna be quite cool. Pretty much both the seats. The rear seats are in pretty good condition. Back of this one's okay. But yeah, this one, the bolster definitely needs, there's a hole here. This is going to be challenging, but we'll have a go at it. We'll have a go. As we always promise with the customer, like, with leather repair, we can't guarantee that it's going to be factory, because there's just, you know, it's not possible to get it absolutely perfect. But, you know, if we can improve this, you know, so that you're not drawn to it, it won't be so obvious, and that's definitely worth it. Obviously, as we said before, people will want to repanel that, and that's okay, because this is a panel here. You can repanel the outside, even though this is vinyl, not leather. This is leather, this is vinyl. You can tell from the back here, because you can see the, well, basically the back of the leather or plastic. It is plastic, but you can see there, if I get close enough, if the camera will zoom, you can see there's a netting kind of backing in. You can see that this is not natural skin, opposed to here, where you can see the fibers of the skin and the leather, which has come away. Yeah, and that's how you can tell between vinyl and leather. But yeah, so we're gonna have a go at that. But no, as I was saying, if you do repanel these bits, okay, it's almost impossible to match the grain and the traditional, well, you know, the aging of the leather that it's gone through. So it will stick out like a sore thumb. You can see we have some nice, you know, these are just wrinkles, the same as we have in our hands and stuff. That's just natural with leather. It happens over time, and that's not a problem. But if you put a new panel in here on the outside, it will just be so obvious compared to that. And like I say, it won't match the grain, and it will just stick out like a sore thumb. The other bits we have to do is the steering wheel. It's difficult to see in this light, I know, but you can see the paint has completely worn through, especially on the top. The gear stick, gear knob is the same, so those will require refurbishment. Yeah, but as you can see, the overall is actually nice and dirty, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's nice to be able to see, just a bit like the M3 when, you know, the M3 that we've just completed. If you check out our other episodes, you will see. A good thing with cars like this is there's always such a contrast between before and after. So, you know, detailers in that, we love this type of car. You know, as I said, with the E46 M3, the customer just could not believe it was the same car, which is great. But yeah, the passenger side, again, used car. Yep, I have these rubber mats put on top of the original mats. Looking forward to cleaning them up. The passenger seat, it does need a good clean. I haven't found any areas of wear yet. Again, until we clean it, we won't really know. I haven't looked into depth in this car. It's been dropped off and I brought it straight in, and the first thing I've done is wanted to show you guys. So that's why you're here. And that's why I'm sort of thinking on my feet, because I'm looking at stuff that I need to do as well. This here is another thing the customers pointed out on the edge here. I blocked the light then, I'm sorry. That there, as you can see, is plastic. So we need to repair that hole. We'll need to take a pattern from the grain on here and reprint the grain into the repair job so that it becomes not so obvious. Again, we can't expect perfection. Who knows? It may go really, really well and it may be almost invisible, but if you know it's there, you can look, you will be able to find it. But anybody who comes to see this car, they would never spot it. Well, that's what we hope. We haven't done it yet, but that's our aim. And now I've just kicked the trolley and knocked that over. Brilliant. Oh, and actually, before I forget, one more thing that we've been asked to do is I will just pop the hood. Let's find the lever. There we go. Pop the hood. 2JZ. No, it's not. It's not Fast and the Furious. It's still a really cool engine. But yeah, so as you can probably tell, I've opened the engine bay because we need to clean the engine bay. Again, like the M3, it's dirty. It's not bad. You know, it's not ridiculous. Is that going to stay up? That doesn't seem happy, that. Oh, right. Well, this is going to be a challenge. It seems like the hydraulic rams are giving up in here. But anyway, there we go. So we'll give that a spruce up. Again, we're not going mental on it. It's just a good clean like we did on the M3. And the one thing I did forget is the mileage. So let's have a look so you guys can confirm. 32,638, nearly. 32,637.5. So, yeah. And that is incredibly low mileage, to be fair. So I'm intrigued to see how well this will come up with a bit of love. With that mileage, you'd expect, you know, even though it's dirty and we can see the wear on the bolster and stuff, you'd expect it to actually come up really well because, you know, it shouldn't have had that much wear. So, but there it is. Yeah. So let us know what you think. Do you like these Porsches? Do you not? Let us know in the comments. I'm so looking forward to transforming this car, and I'm looking forward to show you guys the journey as well. Good morning. Welcome to another day here at the Academy. Hopefully get started on the Porsche today, doing a decontamination on that. We're just sending some wheels away to be refurbed. I'm just about to take them around in the Elgrand in a second. Laura's just loading them in. We've got this one here. Tell you the reason why. Probably don't need to tell you. You can probably see. Look at the build up around there. Yeah, these brakes have definitely gone metal to metal, and yeah, they are beyond repair. So they're going to be acid dipped and then powder coated back in satin black. So she's loading them up into the Elgrand, and I'm going to take them around in a second. As I said, hopefully we'll get on with the Porsche. We've also got the wrapped 3 Series that you've seen in an early episode. That's back for another wash. And I'm going to send away my end plates for my strut brace, which is really exciting. It just means I have to polish the middle bit now. So we're going to get cracking, and I'll see you guys in a bit. back in the workshop. I apologise if the film's a bit shaky. The battery died on my gimbal, schoolboy error I know, so that's on charge and it will be back for the next bit that we do. It's now a bit late in the day. You've seen it was getting dark, or to be fair it was dark by the time I finished decontaminating that, so it's now been a bit further on than that. I haven't looked at the time, so I don't know what time it is, but it's late and obviously my tea's ready, as you can imagine. The Porsche, as we said, is decon. We just have to do claying on it now. What else have we so yeah, the engine bay's done, I'll show you in a second, but we've done the chemical decon. So we've done heavy pre-wash, gone around all the gaps with a brush because that makes a difference, that's detailing. Iron fallout removal, tar removal, we've done contact wash, obviously we've done the engine bay, I've done all the shuts and everything, they've all been jet washed, which you've seen. So yeah, that's pretty much clean at the moment, it just needs claying. I'll show you the engine bay. Everything's still drying, obviously. I won't be doing any more work on this tonight. Where's the bonnet? Why do they keep moving it? I swear it moves. So, there we can see. Much better. Still wet. We'll need to let that dry off. Then we'll level off the plastic care with either a bit of plastic detailer, like we did on the M3, which you've seen in previous episodes. But that is a much cleaner engine bay, and I'm sure the owner will be very happy. Oh, swirls. So I'm not sure how good this is going to look because, you know, again, it's down to the customer's budget. It's not our car. So, but we'll see how well we can do. I think it's just a single stage. So we will see how well we can do with just a single stage. Be interesting. Maybe some other areas will work a bit harder. Some scratches there. It's pretty much all over. It's always a good thing to, you know, whenever you're looking at a car, make sure it's clean when you're going to look at it, because dust and dirt and everything can hide some gremlins really. So one of the things that I said in the previous little bit is that the wheels are in great condition. Sorry, I'm all over the place with the camera, but the wheels are in great condition. Turns out they're not. So the barrels actually that I said, oh, the barrels are fine. No, it's had what I like to call a dealership repair or a dealership refurb, where they've just literally painted the faces, and any overspray is fine to just crack on into there over all the old brake dust and everything and make it almost impossible to clean. We could take the wheels off. And have a good go at them, but there's just not budget there for it, unfortunately. It would be very time consuming. The best way to sort it out is to refurb them where they can be acid dipped and then powder coated back. But at the moment, it's not something the customer wants to do. Maybe in the future, I hope so, because I think the car will deserve it. So yeah, I've left all the doors open and the boot lid because I don't want water sitting in the gaps around, you know, door sills and things like that, rubbers, because this isn't a new car, it's an old car. Obviously, stupid thing to say, you can see it's an old car. But yeah, it's an old car and I don't like water sitting in the gaps, especially when the vehicle is going to be sat in here for a while. It's not going to be driven for at least another week or so while we do our work on it. If there's any water sat in areas, it can just start to, you know, rot, which is the last thing we want to do. So by leaving it all open, it can dry out a bit more overnight tonight, and then hopefully I'll get a chance tomorrow to start working on the interior, that was very Bristolian, interior, and we have our usual Saturday wash coming in. Don't panic, he's not going for a Chinese, it's somebody different. Well, to be fair, he might be going for a Chinese, just hasn't told me yet, so maybe that's why he's coming for a wash. But yeah, we have a wash, and also I still have these seats which I haven't even touched. As I said, I'm going to do a separate video on that. Oh, I nearly dropped it then. I'm going to do a separate video on that, like a how-to. Yeah, but you'll see that when it comes out. But anyway, as I said, tea's on the table. It's late. It's Friday night. Also, the rugby's on. Bristol's playing. So I'm going to crack on, and I will see you tomorrow.